Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Madam Vinny, or Madam Vincent, whatever. Here with some pre-shuffled piles for you. Go ahead and pick your piles. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Let me give you the overview over here of each pile. And I'm gonna get started. Alright, you guys, so if you chose pile 1, this is your pile. We're gonna get started off. We're gonna leave this little message for last. I'll just put it down here. And I'm gonna get started with your tarot. So you have 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, Knight of Cups, Page of Coins or Page of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. So far it looks like you may have to make a decision or have to balance money situations or ideas. You may have somebody who knows how to make money, or that may be you. Could be somebody who's more of a student, maybe a little bit more naive, but that may also be interested in offering you like their cup of love, or just overall needing more confidence, perhaps maybe in the business world, and having the ability to take off the blindfold. You may need to take off the blindfold and actually see a situation for what it is than what you think it is, and you're being asked to kind of take a step back and really observe the situation so that you can make the best decision possible for your situation, whether it is in love or if it is in business. I keep getting the feeling that it might have to do more with business or career rather than love, though that still is a possibility. I don't want to say that it isn't, because that could be for a very small few that it is a possibility to do so. Moving on, let me see. You're being guided to have, basically, if you've been thinking about something or deciding for something or trying to make a choice of something, it could mean that your desires are coming true. If you've been asking a question of what you should do, or questioning a decision that you have kind of pending, or an offer, it is a good opportunity to take that. Try it so that you can succeed and keep that high roller energy. So keep your confidence levels up, because that may contribute to actually you making a whole lot more, or experiencing a whole lot more than you ever thought you could. Trial and error, keep trying. So even though things may not seem as they are, you're asked to be to re-strategize your old and new plans and reevaluate your goals and ideas. Definitely keep trying. Take the step back if you need to, so that you can actually make the right decision for you, and just follow your gut when it comes to it, especially because we have an angel here, and it is something that is being guided by your angels or your ancestors, and they're basically preparing you to take flight for yourself. The number 4 or 44 might be something that is important to you, or something that might stand out, or even 444, which, I mean, number 4 in general is for stability, or when you're building stability, that might be something that you're trying to work towards, but you're being asked that though you may not be there just yet, or if you may be tired or frustrated, or in a down or low energy, take the time to kind of sit back. Maybe you might need a little break just so that you can kind of rehash your plans and be able to come back with like fresh breath of like new air. But definitely like maybe new ideas that maybe you didn't think would come up when you take this moment to kind of really sit and observe and just kind of relish in the situation. And then the advice that they're giving you also is the ups and downs of life are little lessons. Keep mastering them to succeed and ride those waves. Here you have the Knight of Cups, which is somebody who's riding a horse. Basically, you're being asked to ride through, maybe even ride through the emotional ups and downs, but know that the ups are on their way. You just need to have more confidence in the fact that they will come to you, and maybe even when you least expect it. And then you also have this signs. Instincts are the messages from the inner divine. You're also being called to follow your gut and look for signs. If you need signs, literally, you can ask your angels, your ancestors, your higher self to provide you the signs that you need in order for you to see that you're actually on the right path. Either that, or you might end up getting instinctual signs yourself, like, oh, maybe I need to go this way. Oh, maybe I gotta do that. And just overall following your gut definitely has a lot to do with your confidence and following, maybe even your heart when it comes to the matter. Maybe you might need to work on your root chakra and your solar chakra and like really get that elevated feeling for yourself, because it may feel like maybe you're even in somewhat of the dumps, but it's not as bad as you think it might be. And then the final little message would be, I have a hard time reading you. Maybe you have a hard time reading somebody or a situation, or maybe even how you feel about it. Again, you're being asked to kind of take a step back and put yourself in life's lobby for a minute and really ponder and juggle the ideas and opportunities that you're being presented. If I go one way, will it benefit me this way? If I go the other way, will it turn out this way? But also have the confidence that you will make the right decision and that you will be able to bring about your desires, what it is that you're trying to manifest, because you're definitely on your way. You just need that extra little push to get you through it. But you'll get there. Have confidence. I believe in you, Pile 1. That's all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you for being here with me. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you know anybody that might benefit from hearing these kinds of messages from their ancestors or even their higher self, please go ahead and share this to them. You never know how you may affect someone in their life positively, just by reaching out. Thank you. Pile 2, welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful day yourself. If you're not, know that I'm here for you and that we're always here for you, including your divine self and your ancestors. Let's get started. I'm gonna leave this little message for the very end, and I'm gonna get started with your tarot. So you have the 5 of Swords. Losses, all is not lost, as you still have 3 swords remaining. You have been given the upper hand. 2 of Cups, partnerships, peace of mind, the joining of 2 people. The Page of Swords, spying, deception, or reflecting, looking back over your shoulder. the Hermit, loneliness, unattached, soul searching, time needed alone, the Page of Cups, young woman or young feminine energy, good news, somebody that may have feelings or just overall caring, and Seven of Wands, frustrations, you're able to overcome your frustrations, you're on top of the situation. So you may have been having issues, maybe dealing with relationships or a partnership of some kind. It may relate to work, but may not. It seems more subjective, if anything, and having to do more with like your more sensitive or passionate side. And you may have had an argument or got into a fight with somebody that you had a partnership with over maybe feeling deception or finding something out, or just someone just really being in your business that shouldn't really be in there, or like somebody or something trying to wedge you two apart, that you may ended up feeling lonely and you may need time for yourself to kind of recoup and rehash the situation and just spend time by yourself. The good thing about it is that there is still a silver lining underneath all of this. There is still something good that's going to come out of it for you, even if the situation may not seem like it, and you may have to deal with some frustrations. You're gonna still end up on top. Like, this guy's like literally on top, like fighting people off, like, no, back off. Let me continue on. Oh yeah, it could be relating, maybe a relationship or with someone, or maybe you might be fighting with someone or got into a fight with somebody who's more controlling or tends to be cold, someone who's got a lot of errors, like a deep thinker, or they're fairly quiet, but they like to play devil's advocate when they have the chance. Could be someone that may have like dark hair, dark eyes, dark features, or just an overall maybe like a darker or heavier kind of energy. But you're actually being told, like, through this you're gonna end up developing or finding out that you actually got lucky, or what I heard right now was like maybe dodged a bullet. You're gonna have completion and you're gonna be able to reach for the sky, well, yeah, look at this person. The Page of Cups has something to offer, whether if it's an idea or a relationship or something. And again, it's right under our partnership, so maybe something to do with that. But you're being asked to look at things and not lose the offer of a lifetime. Not saying that you will for sure be in a relationship, but again, just take what resonates with you and leave the rest for the rest of the people in the collective. Chances are, if you've gotten into an argument with somebody or had to cut off someone that may have made you feel lonely, or maybe you might know somebody that's in that hermit energy or like that loneliness where they're always by themselves, you might end up having to reaffirm boundaries, and with doing so you're gonna have good luck coming towards you. And then here we also have difficult beginnings, low reward for hard work. Look to areas of importance, and you're being asked to do the work for it so that you can manifest the situation at hand that you want, or like the right partnership. Chances are you have been pleasing somebody too much, that now it's the time to bring forth that balance. Let's see what advice they have for you. Take back your strength. Feels so good. Walk in that power. Keep the confidence. So yeah, definitely. If you've had to set your boundaries and reaffirm your boundaries when it comes with to certain people or relationships or partnerships, keep doing that, because in that in itself, you are literally telling people like, yo, this is what I take and this is what I don't take, and I deserve more than this she behavior. All right, gotta keep it kind of PG for the kiddos, but I mean, if you're a kiddo, you shouldn't really be getting greedy. You should just be out there enjoying your life. Chances are maybe you do need to just kind of get out there yourself and enjoy life a little bit more on your own terms. Definitely walk and keep your confidence. Don't lose your head over people or situations that aren't worth it, that only bring you down. Even if it is this person, even if you have maybe feelings for them or a situation, I've heard maybe even situationship, you probably have to cut it off because it's not doing anything positive for you. So if you feel that way towards people, I'm not saying cut off everybody from your life, but those that are not contributing to your life and they're only taking from you are just there to take your energy and not really give back to it, which is something that you got to be very careful about, because you can lose a whole lot more just pleasing people and allowing people to do what they want. I also heard, don't let people walk all over you. Let's see, move these up forward. And then advice that you're being given here is sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. Here you have somebody literally about to throw something on the ground. Like, this is it. Breaking it apart. And then you have coconuts broken down. Coconuts that are like shattered over here. Maybe you have to let something go. Cut some stuff off and let it just be, because at the end of the day, the greatest sacrifice to love is to love oneself and let go of the ties that no longer serve us. You may have to spend that time alone in this hermit energy so that you can be guided by the light that you're being shown. And then you may have somebody here also, the final message is, I want to build my dreams with you. Chances are you may end up dealing with somebody that you may have thought that you were going to end up building your dreams together, or they might have told you this, or you might have wanted to do that with them. Or it could be a new energy that once you cut the past and cut the ties of the people that are no longer serving you, that are loyal to themselves and not loyal to you as an individual human being, or as an individual spiritual being. I shouldn't say human, because yes, while we're all human, we're spiritual beings here having a human experience in our existence. You may end up coming in contact with somebody that might offer you the real deal, the offer of a lifetime, and you're being told to spend the time, take the time to put in the effort and sacrifice something so that you can gain something better out of it. You're being given the offer of a lifetime, and I don't know, I heard from the ancestors say, don't let it go to waste. Don't let the situation bring you down and let you throw your cup. Don't let it go to waste. So these are all the messages that I have for you. Thanks for being here. If you like my reading, please like, subscribe, and share. And if you know somebody that may need, some guidance, that would appreciate this video, please go ahead and share with them. As you may never know it, just reaching out might end up being the greatest thing that they might appreciate you for. And again, remember that you are loved regardless, whether you're with or without anyone. The greatest love comes from within. And should you lose your way, You can always find your way back by loving yourself that extra and giving yourself those extra words of kindness. All right, pile 2. Hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. Thank you for joining me. We're us. You're being graced by Soren of the Undead over here. Just bear with me. My little boy wanted to be in screen. And I'm going to get started with your tarot. I'm going to leave this little message to the very end. So you have 3 of Pentacles, improvements underway, but delays around it, renowned glory, or place of worship. You have the Devil, jealousy or trouble, able to break the chains that are binding you or holding you back. The 6 of Swords, boat over water travel, turning out of troubled waters and into calmer waters. The 7 of Cups, which is says all that glitters is not gold, look beyond the clouds, money improvements, also options. You have the Star, brightness, hope could bring excess, so be careful not to become too greedy. And finally, you have the 3 of Wands. Chances are you might end up traveling, or you might do traveling either by boat or by land, or traveling over water, or you might end up doing both. Sorry, let me adjust my camera a little bit because this little boy took up quite a bit of space. Alright, so let me see what I can get out of this. You might have some delays when it comes to money or opportunities with monies, and issues when it comes to dealing with material, maybe even a jealousy in the workplace. But it shows that you may end up being able to cut those ties, or surpassing those things that bother you, maybe even in the workplace. For some of you, you may leave that job for a better job as you're being presented with more opportunities, and some that are actually gonna give you the hope to be able to build what you want and need in your life. And then surveying, your kingdom, basically seeing the opportunities that you have and making the best one when it comes to like your peace, your money, your manifestations, and what you're trying to bring about. Let me see what other cards you have here. If you've been having any depressions or feeling hopeless about a situation, it could be that either 2 things. Either it's not saying all in your head, but you may have to fix a lack mentality within you so that you can bring about a calmer, more peaceful approach to yourself, or the person or persons or situation that is causing you trouble, or the jealous person, whatever. For some of you, it might be a jealous person in the workplace who's just being trifling, has that lack mentality, and they can't see past why you, why not them sort of energy is what I'm getting. And that's not your problem. That's their problem. That's their personal problem. Something that they got to work on themselves, because you don't have that kind of energy. From what I feel, most of you aren't carrying that heavy energy or like that burdenous energy where it's, well, why them and not me? For some of you, you may have to fix that within yourself, but you still have to move forward on all your plans. Just make sure that you balance yourself out and watch out for burdens. Don't listen or be discouraged to people that are just kind of telling you things just to bring you down. keep going forward and finish it, because you're definitely being tested and you're almost there. Again, this kind of correlates with this as well. Like, you're boating out of like troubled waters. You're boating out of situations that are affecting you negatively, and you will surpass that. You just kind of have to get over that rut, or being stuck in a rut. Especially when it comes to like work, or maybe even a triangle of some sort, because here again you have 3 people, and when you have like the 3 of Pentacles for 3 people, it tends to be more like teamwork or partnerships when it comes to do that. And followed next to the Devil, to me it's more material, so maybe more having to work within a team. And then also you have influencing others, friendships, celebrations, people outside your imminent circle, and a possible third party. So again, if it relates to a relationship, your best bet would just be to kind of move past that, let go of what's holding you back in that situation or that obstacle, because you have definitely big hopes and aspirations, and you can achieve those things. You just have to keep going. And then advices: everything may seem hectic right now, but the universe is on it. Patience, have trust, and slow your roll. Again, you're gonna be given, if you don't have these opportunities right now, you will be presented with a lot of opportunities, more than you will ever even think of. And here, look, you have that Devil energy is an opportunity of one of them. So make sure that if you do not go for that one, because it can lead to excess. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but for a few of you, you want to watch out for that, especially because the star here also says, be careful, don't get too greedy. Let's see what other messages you got. You actually received 2 of these interesting oracle cards here. The first one is reframe. This is happening for me, not to me. So if you've been stuck in a third party situation of some kind, where you are actually seeing the reality of how things are, and things have just kind of broken apart or fallen away, and just been really crappy lately, you're not being punished. It's being taken away from you, because what I'm hearing is your ancestors, the angels, or if you're religious or super, I guess, have a specific deity or anything that you follow, they heard and saw what was going on in the background, and they're like, no, this is not it. This is not for my people. And they're bringing you out of that situation. And then the next one is loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plans instead of the ego's. So again, the Devil energy has to do with ego. And if you've been in a situation or a situationship where you were being honest and you put your best foot forward for someone, and they still chose the other party, or the situation went in a direction that was not pleasing for you, this is not necessarily a bad thing. And maybe shifting your perspective over might end up helping you see all the opportunities that you have here. Because for me, this card, and basically these 3 cards here show me you have a better option at looking at things and moving forward with all your plans without having to worry so much as what if that, or what if this person, and that and that and that. No. Reframe and focus on yourself, and focus on getting yourself out of those troubled waters when it comes to third party situations or just issues at work that may have been like problematic. You don't need any of that energy, and you certainly don't need to feed into any of that. Yeah, see, for some of you, you may have been involved in like a third party, because here the final message you got was, you're better off without me. And chances are, yeah, maybe you might be better off without this energy in your life. And you will have to opt for choosing yourself over a person. If things end up changing in the dynamic with this person, I'm not saying choose them, but I feel like you're going to go through a series of lessons that you're going to have to learn through cycles. And that's, I mean, it could be great for you spiritually, but if you've already went through this before, there's no need for you to repeat the same lesson when the outcome is only going to end up the same. The best bet would be to choose another option, to choose to opt for something else, something different, something maybe you haven't had before. And it might involve traveling, or just in general, you may be asked to travel for yourself or go take a vacation and reframe. You're being offered a gift, and you have 3 of them here, and you have butterflies, which means that there's going to be a more of an internal transformation, where the caterpillar goes into, the cocooning stage, and from that you'll reemerge into this beautiful butterfly, and you'll be able to take off wherever it is that you need to go, and grow off and venture into something more great and hopeful for you, that will suit what you're trying to grow into and grow out of, and manifest and shape back into your life. Well, those are all the messages that I have for you. Thank you for being here with us, for your higher self, your ancestors, my ancestors, myself. And thank you for exchanging your energy with me. If you like my video, please like, subscribe, and share with anyone that you might feel might have might need to hear some messages, or might just overall appreciate hearing from their ancestors. And always remember, you can always change your world by changing the perspective of how you see it. So even if things may seem pretty ishy at the moment, there is always something greater that we can do for ourselves to shift our focus and energies to change our world. All right, that's all I have for you, Pile 3. Have a wonderful day. Please stay safe and take care. Be extra gentle and caring with yourself. And by all means, travel, please. Enjoy your life. Travel. Spend some time in nature, by the water. Bye-bye.